Yep, I'm back. So I got in early, a couple minutes early, started talking, and my iPad shut me down. That's how it does. So at least I'm used to it now. I know what to do. And it's not 10 o'clock yet. So I'm going to just talk. I mean, it's just to see who pops up, who comes on, and just kind of go. But in the meantime, last week I gave you the same trivia I'm going to give you today, that the average couple that breaks up, 50% of marriages end and couples break up. They split because of communication problems. And that means they don't know how to communicate. They don't have the tools, they don't know how to do it. They were never taught. And there's classes out there you can take. I don't know, but I have a good course, Love Speak Communication, helps you communicate. This is not a sales pitch, but I'm waiting till it's 10:30, and no one's here, and so it's okay. It's Friday, and this is my 5 on Friday. It starts at 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock, and so I am going to begin. The trivia is the average couple, 50% of marriages break up in divorce, and couples split because of their lack of communication skills. They don't understand each other, they don't speak the same language, and they can't communicate. Even the language of love doesn't work because they don't know those languages either. So just keep in mind, it's very smart for you to find a way to communicate with your partner in their love language and learn how to speak the whatever language they speak in their language too, so they can understand you and you can understand them. So that's what I want to say. So let's start. 5 on Fridays, I answer 5 questions given to me by 5 different people from any way. Either online, I find the questions, or my clients ask me, or my students ask me. But that's how I get the questions. I will answer them now. The first question I'm going to answer is it's interesting now because how we date. Things are different. And a woman asks, is it okay, Dr. Willinga, to date multiple partners? Yes, it is. I say at least 3 people, at least 3 dates, because you're trying to find out who you want to be with, who's the guy for you, who or the woman for you, who's going to be your person. But I think some people have it confused because dating does not mean sleeping with someone. Dating means getting to know a person. That means who they are, what they like. Are you compatible? Are your energies in the same place? Is that chemistry there? That. So yeah, you can date 2 or 3, 4 people at the same time, providing no one thinks you're monogamous. If a person thinks you're only dating them, you haven't had sex or anything, just dating, then let them know where you are. If they want to be exclusive and you do too, that means you date no one else, only them. It makes sense, but some people don't know. So it's okay to multiple date until you decide who your person is. And you guys discuss that. You say, okay, I'd like to date you exclusively. How do you feel about that? They say yes. Then that's your partner. If the conversation has not happened and you're dating more than one person, I think it's best to let them know that you're dating other people too, because you're looking for a serious relationship that may lead to marriage. Whatever you're looking for, they need to know, and you got to be honest. And once you're honest about what you're doing, who you are, then yes, you can date multiple partners. And as I said again, I'll reiterate, once someone says, I'd like to be exclusive, and if that's agreed upon, then that's your partner. That's nice. Yeah, you can date multiple until you get the one. Okay, the other one says, in today's society, what's the criteria for dating? Well, we know everything goes now. In terms of how you meet someone, you meet people in the grocery store, you meet people in Whole Foods. I met a guy in Whole Foods. You met a guy in the store, or a woman in the store, at the concert, walking down the street, at the gym, online dating. Many people say, oh, to online dating, but that's something, my hair's on my, that's something that we have to contend with because that's what's going on. But just think about it. To date someone online is just like going to a bar. People go to bars and they meet people and they're having cocktails. And anybody can be disingenuous and lie to you. The difference is when you meet them out in person, they can't lie about how they look or how you feel when you're in their company. That's already happening. If you're dating someone online or go online to date someone, you have this smorgasbord of people to faces to look at, profiles to read, and we never know who's honest. As long as you stay honest when you're on that dating site. And men and women, be careful when you say yes to the date. Meet them in a public place. They'll not come to your house and pick you up. You don't know these people. You meet them in a public place where people are around. For a little while, they don't come to your home. To me, as a woman, that's not safe, and that doesn't make any sense. So, be safe and understand anyone can lie, but make sure you don't, and make sure you're safe. And yeah, so online dating, but also, like I said before, dating does not mean sex. It means getting to know someone, and that's what you're going to do. Okay? So the criteria for dating is what we all do. Same places. A friend, ask a friend, tell a friend, you know what? I'm ready to date now. Is there anyone you know that I might jive with? Who do you think I might like or might like me? Who do you think I might be a fit for? You ask your friends, your family, people at work. Then you get online, right? But also, I think the biggest thing, the best way for you to meet someone is put that intention out there to the universe. You ask the universe. You thank the universe for what you want. Thank you so much for meeting my soulmate. Thank you so much for putting my soulmate in my line, in my alignment. Be aligned with your soulmate. And that really means like feeling what it feels like to be with them, and they'll come into your life. Okay, that's how you date. Okay, number 3. A woman asked me, when is the right time to okay, the last question, a guy asked me that about how to date. But a woman asked me this, when is the right time to introduce your children to the person in your life, the new person in your life? That's a great, great question. And it's serious too. It's a serious question. The best time to do that is when you and the man or woman that you're with decide that you're in a committed monogamous relationship. When you know, you never know, but when you feel like you're not going to be a revolving door. They're with you for 3 months and they're out. So I would say 3 to 6 months when you know it's solid, because your children don't need someone else coming into their lives and then leaving. They don't need that. They can handle it. When I was coming up and my mother and father split, my mother didn't bring anybody around us. Not until I turned 17 or 18. She didn't do it. She didn't want anybody over her children because of that reason. So you can decide how you want it to be. You can decide how you want it to be, and then it'll be like that. But I say 3 to 6 months until you really know that that's a solid relationship, because it's all about your children and their little hearts. So the best time to introduce is when you're sure it's a solid relationship. Okay? So I hope that helps. And like I said, my mom didn't bring anybody. She dated. We didn't know anybody. We knew 2 people. One guy's name was Todd. Long time ago. He was around forever. And then after that, she brought somebody around when I was 18. So she really took care of us and how we felt about somebody in our house. All right? That's the best thing I can give you. Okay? This one made me smile. Said, who pays? Hey, Stan. It says, who pays for the first date? Now, let me tell you, I'm old-fashioned. So the first date, to me, the man pays. The man pays for the dates until I say, I got this one. And he says, are you sure? And it allows me to do that. Not allows me, but says, yeah, I'm good with that. Because what I found in my life, the average man doesn't want me to pay for the date. When I do, every now and then they feel flattered, but they don't like me to. They like to do that. But it's all about your energy. We are the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the anima and the animas. So if your energy is the masculine energy, you pay because the masculine provides, protects, and professes. He protects you, provides for you. That's what they do. And they like to do that. They build and curate and do and give and provide. The feminine energy receives. She receives. So if you're the feminine energy, you receive the meal. If you're the masculine energy, you pay for the meal or the date because that's how it is energetically. So I'll say it again. If you're the masculine energy, you'll pay for the date, the dinner, you'll pay because that's what you like to do. That's what you do. If you're the feminine energy, you receive because that's what you do. Now, just because you're a woman does not mean you're the feminine energy. You might be the woman with the masculine energy and you'll pay. And the man might have the feminine energy, he'll receive. So it doesn't mean female or male is masculine or feminine. It means whoever has that archetype, that energy, feminine or masculine, you pay. The masculine provides, they pay. The feminine receives, he or she accepts. It doesn't mean if you're a man or a woman, masculine energy or feminine, yin and yang, anima, animas. Okay? That's who pays. That's the best answer because it's true. You know what? A little story. If you've met a woman that's really successful, makes a lot of money, is always in charge, takes care of herself, is the CEO or the president or something, and her vibe is handling things, taking control because she likes that. That's the masculine energy. That's the animas. So she will probably pay and feel comfortable about paying and providing because she does it well and that's what she knows. That's her energy. And the man or the partner she gets is the feminine energy, the anima, the one that who receives is that. Okay? Masculine energy, feminine energy. The masculine always pays because they like to. Okay. And I think the fifth, not I think, for sure, the fifth question is, when is it a good time to discuss anything that's bothering you? When's a good time to discuss that? I say anytime that's a good time. That's, okay. Anytime that you're not arguing. Anytime you're not angry. You can discuss what's bothering you about the relationship when things are nice on a normal day. But when you discuss what's bothering you about the relationship, you want to own everything. You want to own what's happening. You don't want to be the one that says, well, because of you, I feel this way about the relationship. You did this to me and I feel this way. No. That way, he or she is going to shut down and it's a worthless conversation. Nothing happens, nothing changes. Anger builds up and resentment. A person feels attacked. How you want to deal with this is let them know that in our relationship, this is bothering me because I XYZ, because me blah blah blah, because I need so and so and so and so, because this is what I need. Do not put anything on them. This is your responsibility. This is not making you happy. It's because of you. You're not happy about it. Do not put it on them. When you talk about you and you own it, and you can ask them, what can we do about this? I would love you to help me if you have any suggestions. How can we handle this? Because I blah, 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 blah. I would really love your help if you're willing. Can you help me with this? Because this is what bothers me in our relationship. Because when you take ownership of what you need, what's going on with you, why you're not happy, and not blame someone for your happiness, because not their responsibility. You're responsible for your own happiness. But when you include them in your life, in the relationship, what you need, what you're not getting, because remember we have those 6 human needs. If they're not fulfilled, it's not a great relationship. But you still want to take ownership for yourself. What do you need and how they can help you? If you make them your partner and not your enemy and not the person that you blame, they'll help you. They'll love it. And things can work out. And that's the best time. But discuss what's bothering you and include your partner for help. And then things can work out. But what you don't want to do is not discuss it. You've got to discuss it. But the way to discuss it is, like I say, take ownership of everything about yourself. Okay, so those were my 5 questions I answered. Is it okay to date multiple people? I said yes, but dating does not mean sex. It just means dating, getting to know that person until you find your person. The other question was, in this society, how do we date? And that's any kind, the way we did before in the past, or online dating now. Got to get used to it. And then I answered, when's the right time to introduce someone to your children? And that is when it's a solid relationship and you know they'll be around for a long time. It's all for the sake of your children. And then, who pays for the first date? And I said, the masculine energy. First I said the man, whatever that means. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. We have masculine energy, feminine energy. The masculine pays, the feminine receives, if it's a man or a woman. That's how it goes. That's true talk. And the last one was, when's a good time to discuss things with your partner that you're not happy about in the relationship? And that's any time. But when you talk about it, take ownership for you and how you feel. Do not put any blame on anyone, especially your partner. So those are my 5 questions. I hope they helped you. And I hope, and this will be around because live stays around if I publish it, and I will. I hope it helps you. And if you have any questions at all, please just post them. And I think this is Stan here. Hey, Stan. Yeah. Hi, Stan. I'll see you later. Bye.